Hey, Utini fans, tonight we have a special show for you. A few weeks ago, Jared and I were actually in the same place at the same time, and we got to do what any two Legends lovers would do. Go book hunting. Here is a special look at our day. Hope you enjoy.
So, Rick and I just so happen to be in the same place for the holidays, and what are two Star Wars fans gonna do? Get coffee together? Yeah, but then
That's right.
we're gonna go to some used bookstores.
That's right.
Now, Rick,
Yes.
what would be like an ideal, perfect find for you today on our, we're gonna call it the Magical Thrifstery Tour.
I like it. I'm going to try to get as many hardcover Legends books as I can. But right now I'm not looking for that much. So any reference books that I don't even know exist, that would be awesome. So maybe some hidden gems out there.
Like some of those West End Games books?
Yeah, that'd be
Those
cool.
are good.
That'd be cool.
All right, I would like, there's a bunch of Legends hardcovers that I need, but specifically, I need like 3 or 4 of the Young Jedi Knights books. Which ones? I've got them written down. I've got 3 or 4 different spreadsheets. Shameless plug for the Utini bookshelf, which you can also check out somewhere on utini.com. But I'm using my own spreadsheet for today. There's a couple of Junior Jedi Knights books I still need. A lot of the young readers there, so a couple of like The Last of the Jedi. So those are often kind of a crapshoot on whether or not the used bookstore will have them. But we're gonna go to 3 or 4 places and see what we can find. So Rick, cheers.
Let's do it. This right here, this is where it all started for me. I got my first Star Wars book at this store like, I don't know, 8-9 years ago. And I was looking for Star Trek books, as you guys know. And I was like, what are these weird Star Wars books? Heir to the Empire was the one I just happened to pick up. And the first trilogy I read was from this store. And so this is like a sacred place for me. It's awesome. But they're closed, so sad day.
So we are outside of a thrift store. A little bit of jaywalking later. We're gonna check it out. But we did find before we've gone in a free library. Oh no, I saw laser beams. It's no, not laser beams. It's a Steph, a Ninja Turtles book. So no Star Wars. This book says Padme. Nope, Padre Nuestro. Nuestro. Okay, well, we're gonna check inside. Rick, his wife did find Star Wars books here.
It's true. It's a thrift store.
So we're gonna see if we can find these Star Wars books, or even if they're open.
That's also important. So yeah, lots of places were closed that day. But we continued to drive around and go to a few different places. We probably should have just Googled the stores to see who was open. It was a holiday week after all. But hey, we had a good time and got some exercise, right?
Books! Books for sale! Books! Let's do it!
Wait!
This place was crazy. They handle an incredibly large volume of books. Their inventory is constantly revolving. This is the first bookstore I've been to where most of their stuff is sold by the weight. So yeah, they weigh your pile of books and you pay a price based on how heavy your stack is. So a few Star Wars paperbacks would probably only put you back a couple of bucks. F's in the chat for the Twilight Saga graveyard.
So, here's what we found at this massive books warehouse. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace by Terry Brooks. What's cool is it's got Palpatine on the backside. Is he clothed? We don't know, but he's at least got a hood. Now, the one that I would say is probably the coolest find, other than the Truce at Bakura, obviously, is Legacy of the Jedi and Secrets of the Jedi. See that move I just threw right there? It's pretty cool. Legacy of the Jedi, Secrets of the Jedi. Rick, do you know what this is?
It's by Jude Watson. So, young reader, scholastic publisher, not too much other than
It's
that.
got 2 books in one. It's actually in better condition than my copy, so I might buy it.
Yep.
Especially since it's... You can have it, I've already got it. It's got like a story of a young Count Dooku. It's got like a Anakin and his girlfriend romance, and then Obi-Wan and his girlfriend, and Qui-Gon and his... They just talked about her in that recent episode of the Cosmic Force. She's blind, you know, Qui-Gon's blind girlfriend.
Oh, yes, that
Yeah.
one. I don't know that one.
So, anyway, this book, I think, it's been a while, has some of that in there. I remember liking it. That's what I can say. Anyway, episode 1, what'd you find, Rick?
Oh, you know, Star Trek book. And then, not sure what this is, but this looks like lightsabers. Ghost Legion. I don't see Star Wars anywhere.
My brother-in-law said, this book has lightsabers.
Yeah. And then from my wife, 101 Dalmatians book.
Now, we did find Teresa Bakura, shout out to Freddie.
Yep.
And then right here, I did just find a couple DVDs. Episode 3, La Revengeance des Sith. What language is that? Somebody let me know. We got 2 copies of Revenge of the Sith. One is blue and one is gold.
Nice.
Do we buy both? We'll just have to split. I'll take the blue and he takes the gold.
Paper, rock, scissors.
So we found one last gem before we left the store. This Star Wars Episode 1 limited edition gift pack. Rick did manage to talk them down and got his for $5 cheaper than mine because his was already open, but it's sealed on the inside. Rick, show them what's inside.
Yeah, so we have a nice little flyer that tells me all these cool things. We've got several books. We got the Visual Dictionary, Episode 1, the cross-section. Whoa, okay.
I'm gonna show it to the camera. You keep talking.
The cross-section book, a sticker book, Star Wars Insider magazine. I don't know what edition that is. Old logo though. A 2000, a mall calendar. For the year
2000 calendar.
Good
The year
things
2000.
Oh, and a really cool book, Star Wars: The Power of Myth. No clue what that's about, but I'm excited to break into it.
I already own like half of these,
Yeah.
but I'm very excited to have this big collectible edition.
Yeah, pretty.
Next, we went to the good old Goodwill. Goodwill is a shot in the dark. I've found some gems at them before, but you never really know what you'll find.
So you can move this, and it was moving the top of the dish on the Falcon. Do you see what I mean? Give me all your books. Oh, here it is. Spins the dish on the Falcon. Oh, this spins too. The feature you didn't know about the Millennium Falcon, is it? I don't like how squat the mandibles are.
Oh man, there's a joke in there somewhere.
And it's missing a piece.
I'm sure it's in the shelf.
Which is a very Millennium Falcon thing to have happen.
Piece of junk.
Pew pew! Pew 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 pew!
After Goodwill, we went to Game Exchange. There was all kinds of cool stuff to be tempted by. We didn't get any video at this store, probably because Jared was too busy picking out Pokemon cards, and I was contemplating if I was ready to start collecting Funko Pops. Yeah.
So 3 hours later, we did our, I almost said Pokemon card shopping. Yes, I did get some Pokemon cards. We did our Star Wars book shopping. Went to, how many stores, Rick? 4 or 5?
Yeah, something like that. Not all were open, so I wasn't.
We didn't go to a single store that was open that didn't have Star Wars books.
It's true.
Every single store we went to had Star Wars books of some sort, which was pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good. And also for like 3 hours, a good haul. So we're going to show off what we got. Obviously, the big Episode 1 limited edition. Rick, did you tell him?
I don't think we talked about that.
All right, let him know.
So yeah, $70 value for only $40. However, they were greatly on sale at the store we got. Jared got his for $25, and I got mine for $20.
He talked him down. So he got the same book as me, plus 4 more. 2 of them were Star Wars.
Yeah.
For the same price.
Yeah, great.
So he got Teresa Bakura. Shout out to Freddie.
Yep, little rip, that's okay. And then this Jude Watson, Legacy of the Jedi, Secrets of the Jedi, 2 books for the price of 1.
You're gonna like it.
I'm excited.
The issue is you've got to read all of Jedi Apprentice.
Okay.
That's 20 books.
Yep.
All of Jedi Quest.
Oh dear.
That's 10.
Yeah.
And then this one.
And then this one.
Or maybe in between.
Okay.
So you got some time.
I still gotta collect a few more then.
It'll take some time,
It
but
will.
highly worth it. I highly recommend. First article I ever wrote for Utini was about comparing Master and Apprentice to Jedi
nice.
Apprentice. It was decent. I've gotten better as a writer since then. Since then, Rick got the Millennium Falcon that he had so graciously...
I'm in trouble.
I don't know how to shoot it.
It's good. Nope. It's a feature of the owner.
There's a button that you press. You can go ahead. Shoot at the camera. It'll look really cool.
Wow, that was really
Later. I got 30 Pokemon cards. Let's go through them one by one.
12 hours later.
Okay, we won't do that. Now, this one I'm really excited about. Most recent store, Rick and I both got, he's going to pick that up. We both got a big comics omnibus. I got the hardcover, listen to that, ADR right there. The hardcover Marvel Droids and Ewoks omnibus. Rick was like, tell me about this book. Let's open it up. And I was like, we're not going to open it, Rick. This is a collectible.
Sure,
It's going on the shelf. Look how pristine white those pages are for a used bookstore. Don't you put my dirty car dirt on here.
Just kidding.
I will say, just like look at the beautiful art in this thing. It's so good. It's like Gummy Bears, but Star Wars. They also had Gummy Bears Funko Pops.
Nice.
They had a huge wall of Funko Pops, an absolute wall of Funkos. Rick, show them what you got.
Yeah, I got my first ever Funkos. I've never gotten one yet. I've been afraid, but Jared helped me. He talked me into it. Told me I had to buy them. That there's no other reason not to. And so I got an Emperor Palpatine. This is let's see, isn't this?
That's
from
from Rise.
trilogy?
It's from Rise of Skywalker, but we're gonna say it's the Legends.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's the Legends. It's like the.
And then
It's. We're gonna say it's from Empire's End, the third volume of the Dark Empire trilogy.
Nice.
When Palpatine's body is failing him, and he has to try to take over the soul of the newborn Anakin Solo. That's this one.
yeah,
for sure.
Sure, definitely. And then Darth Vader. It looks like Bespin, so Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, look at that! He's standing on the grate there.
Yeah,
That looks great.
yeah.
Turns out that guy makes sounds. Yeah, I was driving back windy, curvy roads. I was tired, getting a little car sick. I'm driving my mom's car at the time, and all of a sudden I hear Darth Vader's breathing apparatus from the back seat. That was trippy. It's a pretty cool little dude, though.
I was pretty happy about that too. And for some reason, he was a lot cheaper. No. Palpatine was cheaper. And he's new, so I'm figuring out these Funko business things.
There was a Darth Maul for $25 out of the box, and the sabers were a little bent. We'll put in the photo of it here. I took a picture.
Okay.
Pausing for effect so that you can put it in. So I don't know if it's rare.
Oh, look,
We'll
it's
look it up online, and I might go back and get it. I might not. I don't know.
This guy, he just went down.
Look at that's got a good bobble. I gotta say, out of all the Funkos I bought, I don't know if I've ever had one with that much bobble. And then finally, Rick got the Empire Volume 4, the Epic Collection.
Yeah, it's Volume 4. I knew that totally.
They had 2 copies of it. One was 30, and one was 17. And Rick, they were exactly the same condition.
Yep.
Rick got the one that was 17.
Yep. Almost bought it for 30.
I didn't buy it, not because I didn't need it, but because I can't remember if I need it.
Yeah.
And all my books are in a box. 300 miles from here. So, we'll find out in a few months when I finally move into my new Star Wars room if I already have this or if I need to come back down and get it. Hopefully, they will demote the price
Yeah.
to 17 by that
That'd be
point.
good.
But, Rick,
Yes.
it's been a lot of fun hanging out.
It's been great, dude.
I'll see you back Thursday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Utini. No, what is it? I mess this up every time. YouTube.com/Utini.
That'll work.
In the meantime, everybody, may the Force be with you.